Hi students, welcome to week 2 of SPM seminar for mathematics. Okay, for today we are going to cover graph of functions. Okay, just in case any of you missed our last week session, okay, let me give you some introduction of all this. Okay, these are the chapters that we are going to cover from week 1 to week 10. Okay, last week we have already covered statistics. Okay, this week we are going to do graph of functions. Okay, as you can see, these 4 chapters are the 4 chapters. They are very important in paper 2 part B. Each of these chapter, the question for this chapter will give you 12 marks. Okay, and then from week 5 to week 8, we will cover another 5 chapters. Okay, these chapters here, each of them will give you 5 to 6 marks in paper 2 part A. Okay, and for the last 2 weeks, we are going to look at some questions from paper 1. Okay, so for today, let's start with graph of functions. Okay, so for today's lesson, right, we are going to discuss 6 examples. Okay, 6 examples similar to SPM questions. We call them SPM clone questions. Okay, so after that, we will also discuss 2 HOTS questions, higher order thinking skill questions. Okay, so let's start with our first example. Okay, for this chapter, right, the first part of the question, they will give you a function. Okay, for example, this function y equals to negative 4 over x. Okay, and they will give you a table with 2 empty spaces. Okay, here and here. Okay, part A will normally give you 2 marks. Okay, as long as you are able to calculate this and this, you'll be able to get 2 marks. Okay, 1 mark each. All right, so part A, right, whether you are weak or very good students, right, you should be able to do this. Okay, as long as you just have to substitute these 2x here and you see what is the y that you get. Okay, so let's say for this one, x is negative 1. Okay, so we substitute negative 1 as the x here. So we have negative 4 over negative 1. Okay, so this is a very simple calculation. You will get 4. Okay, then you fill in this empty space with 4. Okay, if you are not sure, you want to guarantee that your answer is correct, you can always use a calculator. Okay, then for x equals to 2, we do the same thing. We substitute x2 here. So negative 4 over 2, we get negative 2. Okay, so you will have 4 here and negative 2 here. Okay, then you get 2 marks. Okay, so this is quite easy lah. Okay, so part B, they will ask you for the graph. Okay, this graph, right, will normally give you 4 marks. The scale here is very important. Okay, this question will tell you the scale for the x-axis and also the y-axis. Okay, so if you look at this graph paper, right, okay, one big box here contains 10 small boxes. Okay, for x-axis, right, 2 cm here refers to one big box. So 2 cm 1 unit means you have 1 unit for each box. Okay, for y-axis, 2 cm to 2 units, it means you should have, okay, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, something like that. Okay, when you do the scale, when you draw the x and y axis, right, you have to refer to this x and y. Okay, you refer to this x. The smallest value of x is negative 4, and the largest value of x is 4, right? Okay, then you can start with negative 4 here, negative 3, negative 2, negative 1, and so on until 4. You have to make sure that the graph, right, covers all the points here. Okay, as for y, right, the smallest value is negative 8, the largest value is 8, right? Okay, again, you have to start with negative 8. Okay, because this is the smallest value. Okay, so now we can have the x-axis, the y-axis. Okay, so y-axis here, the scale is what? 2 cm to 2 units. Okay, so you have 0 here, right? 2, 4, 6, 8. Remember, one big box is 2 cm. Okay, the scale they give you, right, is always 2 cm to something. It can be 2 cm to 10 ringgit or 2 cm to 10 kilogram. Okay, depending on the question. All right. Okay, so for here, for y-axis, 2 cm, one box for 2 units. Okay, for x-axis, one box 2 cm to 1 unit. Okay, so remember just now we have -4 until 4. So we have -4, -3 until 4. As for y, the smallest value is -8, right? So we have -8 until 8. Okay, make sure you label this x and y axis properly and it covers all the points here. Okay, so these notes, okay, this question I will upload in Facebook. Okay, and you can redo this question. Okay, try to redo this question on your own graph paper. All right. Okay, now the next thing is, okay, how many points are there? There are 1, 2, 9 points. Okay, the next step is to plot all the 9 points. Okay, the first point is -4, 1. Okay, -4 is your x, -4 here, right? 1. Okay, this is 2, so 1 is supposed to be here. There. Okay, so you mark with an x. Okay, then you try to plot the next point. Okay, the next point is -2.5. Okay, it is somewhere here. Okay, and y is 1.6, right? Okay, so it is somewhere here. Okay, then you plot. Okay, do the same for the rest of the point. Okay, make sure you are very careful with this. Because why? Because, right, okay, for y-axis, this one big box is equivalent to 2 units, which means, right, one small box here is 0.2. But for x-axis, right, one small box is 0.1. So you have to be careful when you plot. Okay? Okay, next point is -1, 4. So -1, 4. This is quite easy, right? Here. Okay, -0.5, half. So half and 8 here. Okay, next we move to 0.5, -8. 0.5, -8. Somewhere here, right? Okay, then 1, -4. 2, -2 here. 3.2 somewhere here, 3.2, okay, -1.25 somewhere here. Okay, then 4, -1. 4, -1 somewhere here. Okay, once you have all the points plotted, okay, the next step is to, not the next step, the last step for this part is to connect the points here and here. Okay, there are 3 types of graph that they may ask you, normally ask you in this question. Okay, this graph is called the reciprocal graph. Okay, so sometimes it is the reciprocal graph. Okay, we will cover all the 3 graphs in these examples. Okay, sometimes it can be quadratic, okay, the square graph, or it can also be cubic. Cubic means power 3. All right, so we have already finished B. Okay, this B normally will give you 4 marks. All right, next. Okay, part C is based on the graph that you have already finished in part B. Okay, they will give you X, ask you to find Y, and they give you another Y, ask you to find X. Okay, so X equals to 1.8. Where is it? Okay, it is roughly here, right? Okay, so you draw a line, a dashed line, okay, down here. Okay, then you move to this side to see what is the y corresponding to this. What is the y for this x? Okay, then you try to read this point. Okay, this is 1.8. Okay, so this point is -2.2. Remember, okay, for y-axis, one small box is 0.2. So as you can see here, it's just one box from the -2, right? So it's -2.2. Okay, so you give the answer as -2.2. Okay, next, when y equals to 3.4, okay, where is 3.4? Okay, 2 is here, 3 is somewhere here, 3.4 somewhere here. Okay, then you draw a line to here and read this point. Okay, okay, you draw a dashed line or dotted line. Okay, then you go down here, you read this point. Okay, it's 3.4 here, then you read the x. Okay. Okay, so it's negative 1.2. Okay, part A just now will give you 2 points, 2 marks. Part B, 4 marks, right? Part C is normally 2 marks. Okay, 1 mark each. 1 mark for this one, 1 mark for this one. Okay, so this question, the total marks is 12, meaning now we have 8 marks already, right? Okay, part D is usually the most challenging part. Okay, so for those who want to get A, okay, so you need to make sure you know how to do part D. Okay, if you are just aiming to pass, you can just do part A, B, and try to do C lah. Okay, but if you want to get A, you need to do all. Okay, especially part D. Okay, part D, right, they will ask you to sketch a straight line, okay, with respect to a function. Okay, this function, they will give you a function like this. Okay, this function, normally, right, it will be similar to the one that they give you in part A. Okay, if you still remember, right, part A, what is the function given? Negative 4 over x, you see? There is a 4 over x here, you can see? Okay, so we do this by using elimination method. Okay, the first step that we do is we write everything to the left. Okay, so you see here 2x plus 3, right? Okay, write this bring this 2 to the left so that you get equals to 0, something like this. Okay, so if you bring 2x to the left, you get negative 2x, right? Then 3, negative 3. Okay, next we use elimination method. Okay, this is the one that they give you in part A. Okay, then you write this one here. Okay, but now you change 0 to the left hand side, this thing to the right hand side, this whole thing. Okay, now we are supposed to eliminate this. Okay, sometimes when we do elimination, right, we use minus. Sometimes we plus. Okay, how to know which one to use? Very easy. If the sign here, you see, negative, positive, if the sign are different, we plus. If the sign are the same, as we can see in later examples, we minus. Okay, so here you see negative, this is positive, right? Different sign, we plus. Okay, because this one negative, if you plus this, you will get 0, meaning you have already eliminated this part. Okay, as for this, you will get something like this. Okay, plus negative 2 means you still get negative 2. Plus negative 3, you still get negative 3. Okay, as you can see, this is a straight line. Okay, how to see whether this is a straight line or not? The power of x is just 1. Okay, the power of x is just 1. Can I? Okay, to sketch this straight line is very easy. You just need any 2 points on the graph. Okay, the first point that we use, right, is always by letting x equals to 0, because it is very easy to calculate. So you see, if you let x equal to 0, negative 2 multiplies 0, you get 0 here. Okay, 0 minus 3 is negative 3. This is very easy. Okay, but you need another point. Okay, the second point, right, you try to use what? Okay, you can use any x. Okay, you can use x equals to 1, x equals to 2. Okay, but don't use a very big number. Okay, so normally we take x equals to 0, find the y. Then we take x equals to 1 or 2, then we find the y. Okay, here I take 2. So if I substitute 2 here, negative 2 times 2 is negative 4. Minus 3, I get negative 7. Okay, so this point, 0, negative 3 is here. Okay, see the red cross? Okay, red x. Okay, then this point, 2, negative 7, 2, negative 7 is here. Alright, so then what do? You connect these two x, these 2 points, okay, by using a ruler. Okay, now you see, how many points does this straight line, right, cuts the graph? 2 points, one at here, one at here. Okay, then you just have to read the point. Okay, this point here is roughly negative 2.4. This point here is 0.8. Okay, when we do part D, right, only focus on the x, don't read the y. Okay, don't read this y, because you are solving for x. Okay, now this question, the question for this chapter is roughly something like this. Okay, so I already mentioned that this graph is, what do you call it? Reciprocal graph, right? Okay, so next we move to the next slide. Next question. Okay, now, so the answer here is negative 2.4 and 0.8, all right? Okay, next. This question here, okay, what do we have? Okay, we have a quadratic function. Okay, again, this is quite easy. They ask you to find k, okay, k and m. You can see k and m. So to find k, you substitute x with negative 2. Okay, this one here, be careful. When you use calculator, please include a bracket. Alright, something like this. 2, negative 2 square, minus 4, negative 2, minus 3. Then you get 13. So you say k is 13. Okay, for m, you have to substitute x with 3. Something like this. Okay, again, this will give you 2 marks. Okay, so I believe most of you should be able to get the answer. Okay, it is not that difficult. Just use calculator. These 2 marks you can get. Okay, whether you are good or not very good, please get these 2 marks. Okay, for those good students, make sure you are careful. Okay, good students tend to be careless. Okay, from my experience. Okay, so part B. Okay, what is part B? Okay, part B, you are supposed to draw the graph, right? Okay, so part B, we need to okay, so now we continue with part B. Okay, part B, again, the scale 2 cm to 1 unit on the x-axis, 2 cm to 5 units on the y-axis. Okay, so the first thing is you need to draw the y-axis and the x-axis. Okay, so you see, if you notice, right, this graph, if you compare to previous example, right, it looks a bit different. Okay, previous example, remember you have negative 4 to 4, but here you have only negative 2 to 5. So you have to adjust the graph accordingly. Okay, as for y, right, as for y, the smallest value is negative 5. Okay, the biggest value is 27. So somewhere here. Okay, okay, now again, plot all the points. Okay, negative 2, 13. All right, negative 1, 3. 0, negative 3. Be careful, Okay, so depending on the scale, okay, here let's say for y-axis, 2 cm, one box is 5 units, right? Meaning one small box is what? 0.5. So if you want 1 unit, you need 2 small boxes for y-axis. Okay, so be careful, Okay, here we have, what is this? 1, negative 5. Okay, this is the minimum point, right? Okay, then it goes up again, here, here, and here. All right, okay. Quadratic function, right, is always something like this or the other way around. Okay, okay, there will be a minimum or a maximum value. Okay, so how many marks will this graph gives you? 4 marks. Okay, so you need to plot all the points correctly. Okay, connect them with a curve. You need to have correct scale for x and correct scale for y. Okay, 4 marks. Okay, still remember what is part C? Part C, they will give you an x, ask you to find y. Give you a y, ask you to find x. Alright? Okay, so if they give you x equals to negative 5, okay, so it's the x here. Okay, you move up, you go up, right? Then you read this value. Okay? This value is around 7. Okay, Okay, you can try this on your own graph paper. Okay? Okay, when I use software to draw this, right, it is sometimes not so accurate. Okay, but this answer is correct. Okay, so try to use your own graph paper and see whether you can get this answer or not. Okay, it shouldn't be too far away from here. Okay, so when y, this is another tricky one. When y is 0, okay, y is 0 is here. So if you draw a line, when y is 0, there are 2x, 2 x's. One is here, one is here. So negative 0.5 and 2.5. So there are 2 answers. Okay, wait, this is 2.6. Okay, typo here, it should be 2.6. Okay, so this is part C. Okay, part D, again, the most challenging part, right? Okay, so they give you this. Okay, 0 must be on the right. If they give you something, like something equal to something, right, you have to move everything to the left so that you only left with 0 on the right. Okay, okay, again, we use elimination method. Okay, so this is y equals to 2x squared minus 4x minus 3. This is the one given to you in part A. In part A, right? Okay, now for this one, you write 0 on the left. Okay, write this on the right. Now you minus. Okay, now you see, if you want to eliminate x squared, you see 2x squared, 2x squared, right? Okay, positive, positive. Same sign, right? Same sign, what do? Minus. Okay, if different sign, plus. You see? Okay, these two, if different sign, plus. If same sign means positive, positive, you minus. Or negative, negative, you also minus. Okay? Now, no more 2x squared, eliminated, no more. Okay, negative 4 minus 1, negative 5. Negative 3 minus negative 23 means plus 23, right? Okay, use calculator if you are not sure. You get negative 5x plus 20. Okay, so this is a what? Straight line. Okay, to sketch this straight line, we use 2 points. Okay, again, first point, we let x equals to 0. Why? Okay, when this is 0, this whole thing 0, you are left with 20. Okay, the next point, you can use 1 or 2, up to you. Okay, don't use a too big number. Okay, if you use 2, negative 5 times 2 is negative 10, right? Plus 20, you get 10. Okay, 0, 20, here. Okay, here. Alright, 210, here, 210. Okay, connect these 2 points using a ruler. Okay, so this one, right? Okay, remember, read the x, not the y. Okay, so here. Okay, this is 3.15. Okay, so the answer for part D here is 3.15. Okay, bear in mind, those good students, if you want to get A, okay, you cannot lose too many questions. You cannot get wrong for too many questions. Okay, so every question you must try. Okay, give your best, be careful. Okay, so I've already mentioned just now, right? Good question that tend to what? Tend to be careless. All right, it's from my own experience. Okay, okay, now let's continue with the next question. Okay, this question is again quadratic equation. Okay, so I think this one we can just go fast a bit. All right. Okay, here again they give you negative 1 and 4. You just substitute here, you get 0. Okay, 4, you substitute 4 here, use calculator. Okay, you get 25. Okay, 2 marks already. Very easy, 2 marks you get already. Okay, good, not good, okay, also get these 2 marks. All right, it will help you to pass, believe me. All right. Okay, so next, the scale. Okay, okay, now look at the lowest and the highest value. Negative 2 to 5. Okay, so negative 2 to 5. Then why the highest value is what? 42. The lowest value is negative 2. Okay. Yeah, so you need to make sure you have enough space for the lowest and the highest point. Okay, lowest negative 2, right? Okay, oh, here by right, you should also label this with negative 5. Okay, plot all the points. Okay. Okay, then use a flexible ruler. Try to connect all the points, all these points here, okay, by using a smooth graph. Okay, so don't miss any of these points. And the scale here is also very important for you to get the 4 marks. Okay, so from here up here. Okay, from here go down, then go up. All right. Okay. Okay, part C again. They give us x 3.6. Where is it? Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, 3.6 somewhere here. Go up. All right. Draw a dashed line or dotted line up. Garis putus putus. Okay. Here, you read 19. So y is 19. Okay, 1 mark. When y is 37, okay, 37 somewhere here, right? Okay. Okay, do you draw to the left? No. Why? Because left there is no graph. So you can only draw to the right. Okay, then go down. Ding, ding, ding. You get 4.7. Alright? Okay, so that is how you get another 2 points here, 2 marks. Okay, so whether you get the correct answer or not, right? Okay, it depends largely on your what? Your graph. Okay, if this graph is not accurate, it's not smooth enough, it will affect your answer here. Alright, okay, and then part D, you know lah. Okay, part D here, see, they give us an equation, right? But you need to sketch a straight line. Okay, so what do? 10 bring to the left. Alright, so that you have 0 on the right. Okay, then elimination method. Okay, part A, they give you this. Okay, part B, you have this. Okay, part B, 0, you will write on the left. Again, same thing, we are doing the same thing. Okay, that is why maths, right? It's very easy to pass as long as you have enough practices. Alright, then 0 on the left, this one on the right. Okay, now, minus or plus? Minus because same sign. Positive, positive, minus. Negative, negative, also minus. But if you have negative, positive, you have to plus. Okay? Eliminated, bye-bye. Okay, this one, negative x minus negative 3. Use calculator, you get 2. Okay, be careful. Some students here also, they make careless mistake. Alright, negative 3 minus negative 10 means negative 3 plus 10. 7. Okay, 2 points. First, use x equals to 0, you get 7. X equals to 2 here, you get 11. Alright, here. Okay, now how many answers we have? 2. 1 is here, 1 lagi sini. Okay, so 2 jawapan. Alright, okay, 1 is here, 1 is here. Okay, read properly. Okay, so the 2 answers are negative 1.6 and also 3.1. Alright, okay. Now we go to the next question. Okay, what is this? Let's see. Again, this one back to reciprocal. Okay, remember this is our first question just now. Okay, so if the questions are similar, I will try to go fast. Okay, this one is similar. Again, we just substitute negative 3 and 1.5. Alright, okay, be careful. Okay, negative 8. Okay, the sign, right, the positive and negative sign in maths is very important. Okay, so be careful. Okay, negative 8, you fill in here, 1 mark. Sorry, 16, you fill in here, another mark. 2 marks, 3 bonus mark. Okay. Okay, B, same thing. Okay, you have already filled in this with 1.5, 16, right? Okay, these 2 points. Okay, how many points we have here? 9 points. Okay, the scale. Okay, see, for x, right, it's negative 4 to 4, right? For y, what is the smallest value? Negative 24. The largest, 24. Okay? Okay, make sure it covers all the points. So the lowest and the highest point. Okay? So the first point is here. Negative 4. Okay, this is slightly different from our first example. If you still remember, first example, you have the points here. Right? Okay, you have a curve here and another curve here. This is slightly different. So we have here and here. Okay, again, try to use the flexible ruler. Try to draw a smooth and nice curve. Why? It will affect your part C. And also part D. Alright? Same thing. 2.9, where? Somewhere here, go up. Okay, then read this point. Okay, what do you get? 8. Okay, for y equals to negative 13. Okay, somewhere here, go up. What do you get? Negative 1.85. Okay, there is a range for this answer given. Okay, you don't have to exactly get negative 1.85. But bear in mind, the range is not that big. Okay, that is why it is very important for you to try to connect the points by using a smooth line, smooth curve. Okay, so you get 2 marks here. Okay, 1 mark each. Okay, let's see part D. Okay, this one, you see. this is slightly different. Okay, what is the function given just now? 24 over x, right? But as you can see from this, do we have 24 over x here? We don't, but we have 24, right? Okay, first, still the same, bring this to the left. We have 0 here. Okay, next, you divide everything by x. Okay, why? Because you need to get 24 over x. Okay, we try to write this 24 as 24 over x, so that what? So that we can eliminate with part A. Okay, now, so 24x squared over x is 2x, 5x, this x and x cancel, 5. Okay, write the equation in part A. This one, right? 24 over x, Okay, this is what you get. Remember, what do you do? 0 on the left, this one on the right. Alright, so here, same or different sign. Positive, negative, different. So what do you do? Plus. Okay, so if you plus, this and this cancel, this and this 2x, this and this 5. Okay, again, 2 points. 0, 5, 2, 9. Okay, you can also use 1. If you use 1, 2 times 1 is 2, right? 2 plus 5, 7. You can use 1, 7. Okay, any 2 points. But again, don't use a big number. Okay, if you use the bigger the number you use, right, it's actually easier for you to make mistake. Alright, okay, so 0, 5 here. 9 here. Draw a line. Okay, so how many answer? Only 1, because here, no, nothing here. Okay, it doesn't touch this line. Okay, ding, 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 ding. What is the answer? 2.45. Okay, so far? Okay, so I hope you got the rough idea of this question in the paper 2 part B. Alright? Okay, next. Here, we have covered reciprocal. 2, right? 2 examples of reciprocal, question 1 and 4. We have covered quadratic, question 2 and 3. Now, question 5, we have x power 3. Okay, even though you have x power 3 here, right, the steps are still the same. But now you have to be careful, you see the points. Okay, 33 is okay. 21.63, Okay, when you plot in the graph, you have to be careful. Here, again. Okay, but this part A, the 2 marks is bonus mark. Okay, please get the answer. Okay, so -1, what do you get? 7. Use calculator. Okay, 2, what do you get? -2. So 2 marks. Easy. Right? Easy or not? Easy. Good. Okay, next. B. What is the smallest value? -3. Largest value? 2.5. Okay, this one, smallest value is -9.63, right? And largest is 33. Okay, now the graph. Okay, you need to have -10 here because -9.63 is somewhere here. Okay, slightly less than 10 lah. So, sorry, slightly less than -10. Okay, as for this one, -3 to 3. Okay lah, no problem, right? Okay, plot the points. Plot. So connect it with a smooth curve. Okay, this one, right, you have to be careful. Okay, you can see the general shape of the graph. Okay, for cubic graph, power 3 one, okay, power 3 we call it cubic graph, this one. Okay, it will be something like this, or it can be the other way around. It can be a curve from here, then go down. Okay, very nice. Okay, C, same thing. 1.5, where? Here, right? Okay, if you ask me where to draw the line, the garis putus, the dash line, the dotted line, right? You only draw to the part of the graph. Do you draw it down? No, because there's no graph here. So you draw up. Sorry. Okay, so you get 2.5. Okay, for y equals to 10. Okay, where is it? Somewhere here, right? Okay, do you draw to the right? No, there is no graph here, right? So here. Okay, if both sides also you have the graph, then you have to draw a straight line. Draw to both left and right. Okay, but this one only 1 point, right? Okay, read this point. Okay, -1.6. All right, 2 marks. Can? Okay, 2 marks. Okay, okay. Part D, let's see if there any difference from the previous examples. Okay, here 0 on the left, sorry, 0 on the right. Okay, this is the one that we get in what? Part A, right? Not we get. It's given in part A. Okay, now, are we supposed to eliminate 6 or x power 3? Okay, it is more important to eliminate x power 3. So you see now, is the sign same? No. So if no, how? Plus. Okay, so you plus. Okay, but it just happened that, just kebetulan, when you plus, this 6 and negative 6 cancel. This and this also cancel. So you are left with what? Y. Okay. Oh, yeah, this one I forgot to mention just now. Okay, if you have y and 0, when you minus, you always get y. Okay, so your answer here is always y equals something. Okay, so this one plus this, negative 8x. Okay, so we have 0, 0, the origin. Okay, then you substitute x with 1. If you substitute x with 1, you get negative 8. Okay, see. Okay, if for this one, what if you take x as 2? If you take x as 2, right, you will get negative 16. Okay, but negative 16 is not in the graph. Okay, that is why I said don't take a big number. All right, the x, just use 0 and 1 or 0 and 2. All right. Okay, so we have these 2 points, 0, 0, 1, negative 8, right? Okay, now, how many points here? How many points does this blue line touches the graph? 1, 2. So read negative 2.4 and also negative 0.8. Okay, so 2 answers. Okay, okay, this whole thing 4 marks, so 12 marks altogether. 2, 4, 2, 4. Okay. Okay, our last example before we go to hot question. Okay, same thing. Let's see what is the. Oh, again we have reciprocal graph. Okay. Okay, so as you can see from here, the reciprocal graph, right, is like the more popular graph lah. Okay, but I cannot guarantee you what type of graph you will get lah. But it doesn't matter what type of the graph, right? Just follow the steps. All right. Okay. And 10, 6 fill in here, 3.6 fill in here. Okay, the graph. Okay, now why this graph, right, it starts at this. Okay, it's different from previous example, right? Previous example, the y-axis is either here or in the middle, right? Why it starts here? Because you see your x. Your x, right, they are all positive, no negative x, right? Okay, what is the largest x? Is this 40? Yeah, 40, right? Okay, so you follow the scale, 1 cm to 1 unit. So 1, 2, wait. Yeah, this one you have to be careful, you see. 1 cm to 1 unit. So, meaning, remember, one big box is 2 cm. So, 1 cm to 1 unit, meaning 2 cm is 2. So be careful. Okay, just now I almost make a mistake here. Alright, so be careful, right? Okay, 1 cm to 1 unit, 2 cm to 2 units. Here. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. Alright? For this one, same thing, 1 cm to 1. So this one is 2, 4, 6. Remember, one big box is 2 cm. Okay? Now, plot the points. Okay, normally you are given 9 points, right? See? 9 points. Okay, connect all of them using a smooth curve. Okay, as smooth as butter. Buttery smooth. Alright? Okay, see. X is 2.8, nothing special, right? X 2.8, nothing different. 2.8 somewhere here, go up. Okay, read the Y. 12.8, alright? 1 mark. Y is 5, here. Okay, so Y and X, you have to differentiate them. If X 2.8, okay, you don't look from here 2.8, okay, it's X. Okay, Y is 5, here. Okay, ding, somewhere here, go down. Okay, so you get 7.2. Okay, 1 mark, 1 mark, 2 marks. Right? Can? Okay. So, part D, your favorite part. Okay, here we have this. Okay, 0 is already on the right. Okay, this is what is given in part A, right? Okay, this one is, remember, bring the 0 here to the left. Okay, the balik is to 0 to the left, this whole thing to the right. Minus. Why minus? because it's positive, positive with minus, all right? So 0 minus x, we get negative x. 0 minus negative 14 means 0 plus 14, 14. Okay, so next, 0, 14. Okay, so one of the point, right, for the straight line, is always 0 something. Okay, why? Because this is 0, you just have to take 14. Okay, now 2, negative 2 plus 14, 12. This point and this point. Okay, this one, if you want to take another point, okay, you don't want to take 2 lah. Okay, you just don't know what happened lah. You just want to take another point, can. Okay, because you see here it's very big. You can take, let's say 3, 4, 5. Okay, but the line should still be the same. Okay, how many points now? 1, 2. Okay, read this point. Read this point. Yeah, finish. Okay, so part D is 4 marks. Okay, so be careful. Okay, this question, the previous question, especially part B, right, it will affect your answer for part C and D. Okay, so part C and D depends on how smooth, how nice the graph that you have drawn. If you draw a smooth graph, then the points is nice. If it is not smooth enough, it will affect your answer for C and D. Okay, so part B is very important. But anyhow, part A, the 2 marks, all of you must get. Okay, if you don't get the 2 marks, it's very sayang. Okay, wasted only. Okay, so now we have already finished the 6 SPM clone questions. All right. Okay, so we can move to 2 higher order thinking skill questions. All right. Okay, so again, this one I will upload in Facebook group. Okay, so for those who have not joined our Facebook group, okay, because I see there are many students have registered for Microsoft Teams, but not many have already has joined Facebook group. Okay, so please join our Facebook group because we have any updates, any notes, right, will be uploaded there. Okay, it is very important. Okay, very important and very useful. All right. Okay, now we go to the HOTS question. Okay, there are 2 questions here. Okay, I picked these 2 questions because they are slightly different from the 6 questions that we have already discussed just now. Okay, let me zoom in. Okay, so if you read this, okay, what can you see from here? Okay, this question, how is it different from previous 6 examples that we have discussed just now, that I have already explained to you just now? Here, they give you a scenario. It's a real life scenario. Okay, they don't give you the, okay, but it's also here like the function. Okay, so the steps are more or less the same. It's just that it is slightly different. That is why we call it higher order thinking skill. Okay, higher order thinking skill means it can be different from the common one, from the normal one. All right. Okay, but here you see, the y, this is the function given. All right. Okay, now you have to define this. Okay, this one, you stand, let's say you have a condo, your condo, you go out to the balcony. Okay, you throw the ball. Okay, if you throw the ball will go up, right? Then it will go down, right? Because of what? Gravity. I'm sure you know this, right? Okay, what is y? It's the height above the ground, and what is x? Horizontal distance from the flag. Okay, it's the distance from the flag, but it's horizontal distance. Okay, okay. A, complete table 12. Okay, here, very easy, right? It's the same question as just now, right? Nothing different, Okay, substitute 1. Sorry, what is the 1? Yeah, 1 here. Okay, these 2x, you substitute with 1, find the answer. Then you substitute with 5, you find the answer. Okay, the answer is given to you. Okay, you get 16 and also 12. Okay, this is part A. Nothing different, right? Nothing different, Okay. Make sure 2 marks you get, all of you must get. Okay, don't waste, Okay, B. B is what? They ask you to draw the Draw the line, right? Okay, let me change this to the hand. So it's easier for you to see when I point at something. Okay, so 2 cm to 1 unit, x-axis 2 cm to 2 units. Okay, now they give you this 0, x is from 0 to 6. Okay, so the graph. Okay, it is not very clear here because I scanned from the book. Okay, but you can try it on your own. Okay, 0 to 6. Okay, 0 to 6. Okay, then for y, 2 cm for 2 units, right? Okay, this is what? Centimeter or meter? Centimeter. Okay, centimeter. Okay, plot all the points. These are the points. 0, 12, be careful. 1, 16, 2, 18, 3, 18, and so on. Then connect them. Okay, just now, the two examples that we discussed for quadratic function, right? Both of them is the smiling one. This is the one with the frowning one, the sad graph. Okay, okay. You will see this again when you go to foundation, A levels, or when you when you go to university or college. All right. Okay, connect all of them. Nothing different. Okay, 4 marks again here. Okay, no different from previous question. Okay, C, be careful. Okay, what is C? Okay, read properly by using the graph. So, remember just now I said B is going to affect your answer for C and D. Okay, so here, if you use this, find the value of x where the ball reaches its greatest height. Okay, height is what? Height. Remember just now, what is height? Okay, height is here, y. So you want the y to be the highest. Okay, refer to the graph. Okay, which point here y is highest? It's quite obvious, right? Here. Okay, then you go down. Okay, what is this? Okay, read this point. Okay, this point, sorry. Okay, this is 2.5, right? Okay, is it 2.5? Yeah. Okay, then part 2. Okay, if you compare this question to previous example, what's the difference? Previous example, they give you y, ask you to find x, remember? Then part 2, they give you x, they ask you to find y. Okay? Give x, find y, give y, find x, but this is different. Okay, so you have to understand the question properly, but it's not that difficult. Okay, so you must know y is the height, x is the distance. All right. Okay, 2. From this part 1, C1, calculate. Okay, so when you see calculate, you have to calculate. Okay, so just now part 1, we got 2.5, remember? So now substitute 2.5 here. Okay, and see? So you get 18.25. Okay, it's quite similar lah, but it's just that you need to think more lah. Okay, it's not something on the surface. Okay, okay. Part D also. Part D is quite challenging. Okay, see, use your graph in again. See, B affects C and D. Okay, I've repeated this many times. Okay, make sure you draw with a smooth curve. All right. I know it's not easy sometimes to use to draw a smooth curve, including me. Okay, so I did many practices when I was a student. Okay. Okay, here. Okay, this is, be careful. How far the ball travels horizontally. Okay, now, what is this? Horizontal is x. So the question is asking to find x when its height is more than 8 meters. Alright, so when y is more than 8, what is x? That is the question. Okay, so you can interpret this, you can understand this question as when y is more than 8, what is x? Okay, now go to the graph. Okay, 8 is here, right? So when y more than 8 means all this lah, from here to here. Okay, excluding this part. Okay, kecuali this part. Kecuali bahagian ini ya. Okay, so from here to here. So 0 to 5.7. Okay, this one might not be clear lah. Okay, so you can try to draw this on your own graph paper. But the answer is all given to you. Okay, so what is the x? 0 to 5.7. Okay, this is very different from the question that we have discussed, right? Just now, all the questions that we have discussed, what do? We eliminate and then we draw the line and see the intersection point, right? This is different, okay? That is why we call it higher order thinking skill question. Okay, okay, we go to our last example for today. Okay, this question, you see, instead of having four parts, A, B, C, D, you have A, B, C, D, E. Okay, but don't be scared, okay. Okay, some students when they see, ayo, part A also cannot do, then they don't want to do already. No, here, right, even if part A you cannot do, you are still able to do B, C, D. Okay, I will show you. Okay, now, A. Okay, this is a trapezium. Okay, it is given that the area of this trapezium is 800 centimeter square. Okay, area is square. Okay, show that, this one. Okay, so how? Okay, now, to do this, first, you must know the formula for trapezium area, right? How to find area for trapezium. So what is the formula? It's 1 over 2 multiply this one plus the base, then multiply the height. Okay. Okay, now look at the answer. Here. Okay, so the luas, the area of trapezium is half, multiply A plus B. A plus B is A plus B, okay? This one and this one. Then multiply with the height. Okay, the tinggi lah. Okay, it's here. So it is given that the area is 800, right? Okay, half. Okay, what is A? 3. What is B? X plus 7. Okay, so 3 plus X plus 7 multiply the height to 1. Okay, these 2 and these 2 can cancel, right? So you are left with Y only. Okay, 3 plus 7 is 10. So you have 10 plus X, Y. Okay, now, what does the question want? Okay, what is the question asking you to show? This one. So you have Y, right? Y on the right, sorry, Y on the left. So you just have to divide this here. Okay, shown, proven. The bukti, you can bukti already lah. Okay, you bukti the answer. Okay, okay, this one, even if A you cannot, A you try lah. If cannot, okay, this, I'm not sure whether you will see this type of question, okay, but be prepared with this kind of question, okay. But again, this part B, right, is the part that you will get the 2 marks. Okay, what is this? Lengkapkan jadual, right, based on what? This one. So, what is X? 20 and 60. Substitute here, 20, see what you get. Substitute 60, see what you get. Okay, 2 marks again. See, whether you get the answer for A or not, does it matter? Okay, it matters if you want to get A, right? But it doesn't affect part B. Okay, so you get these 2 marks. Okay, let's see the answer. This one and this one. Alright, can? Okay, part C, graph. Okay, x-axis 2 to 10, y-axis 2 to 10. Okay, now sketch the graph. Okay, ignore this straight line. This straight line, the graph is here. This straight line is actually from part E. Alright, okay, part C. You have a graph like this. Alright, okay, plot the point 0, 80, 10, 40, 30, 20. Alright, plot all nicely again, smooth curve, buttery smooth curve. Alright, then go down. Okay, now, okay, see nothing. Okay, nothing different. C is just 2 to 10. Okay, be careful with the scale. Remember, 2 means 1 big box. Okay, 2 to 10. So now, if you see this graph, there is no negative x, right? So you can always start from here. Okay, there's no negative y. So you start with 0, 10, 20, 30, and so on. Same for the y. Okay, smooth curve. Okay, next, part D. Part D, nothing different, right? Same as just now. They give you x, sorry, they give you y, find x. They give you x, find y, right? Okay, so y 18. Where is it? Okay, y 18 somewhere here. Okay, what do you see? Okay, if it's not so clear here, so you can read, use your own graph paper. You must try this question, all right? Okay, then you get 34, right? Somewhere here. Okay, then they give you x equals to 75, right? Okay, x equals 75 somewhere here, right? Go up, go to the y. So you get 9. Okay, 1 mark, 1 mark. Alright. Okay, E. Let's look at the question. E is very challenging. Okay, so normally E, right, they will give you like 3 to 4 marks. Very challenging. Okay, see. Draw a suitable straight line. Okay, same requirement, but you see, read properly. To find the values of x, which satisfy, okay, the area 800 and the height is equal with the base, equal to the base. Okay, the tinggi sama panjang dengan tapak. Okay, and the tapak here they give you one is DC. So they want this equal to this. So 2y equals to what? X plus 7. Okay, can I? 2y equals to x plus 7. Okay, so this time no elimination involved. Okay, no elimination. Here, 2y equals to x plus 7. Okay, next you divide the 2 here. So you have y equals to x over 2 plus 7 over 2. Okay, why? Okay, because we want the equation to be y equal to something plus something. Okay, so this is the line. Okay, okay, again we use 2 points lah. Okay, let me write. Okay, I change to the pen mode so that I can write. Okay, so here you use 2 points. X, okay, you draw a straight line like this. Okay, roughly you can see y. So when x is 0, if it is 0 here, 0 over 2 plus 7 over 2, we get 7 over 2, right? So 7 over 2 is 3.5, this point. Okay, then you need another point. Okay, this point up to you lah. You can take 10 maybe, because as you can see the values here are big. So if you take 10, okay, 10 over 2 is what? 5. 5 plus 7 over 2, what do you get? You get 8.5. Okay, so this is 3.5, this is 8.5. Okay, so 10 is here, 8.5 somewhere here. Okay, you have another point here. Okay, connect these 2 points by using a straight line. Okay, so how many points does this straight line cut the curve or touches the curve? 1 point here. Okay, so it's around 31.5. Okay, so if it touches at 2 points, then you get 2 answers, just like previous example. Okay, so for today, we have already finished 6 clone SPM questions and also 2 higher order thinking skill questions, K-bar question. Okay, so I hope you roughly get the idea of this chapter. This chapter, the question for this chapter in paper 2 part B. Okay, paper 2 part B, the 4 questions are very important because each of them give you how many marks? 12 marks. Very important. Even if you don't get full mark, okay, if you can get around 6 to 8, it's good enough. Very good. Okay, but if you want to get A, no choice. Okay, if you want to get A, you have to try your very best. Okay, but to help those weak students to pass is not difficult. You put in effort, okay, we help you, then you can pass. Okay, I'm sure all of us want to pass, or we have our target lah. Okay, but anyhow, don't just aim for pass lah. Okay, and okay, we have come to an end for this lesson. Please be okay. I will encourage you to join our Facebook group. Okay, all the information, announcement, notes, videos is all there. Okay, and for last week's lesson, right? Okay, it has been uploaded in YouTube. Okay, and the link is available in our Facebook group. So please join our Facebook group. It's free anyway, right? Okay, I know most of the youngsters nowadays, you prefer to use what? Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, right? Okay, but Facebook is still quite useful in some ways. Okay, I'm not promoting Facebook. Okay, so I don't want to bullshit. Okay, I don't want to talk nonsense. Okay, that's all for today. I wish you all the best. I will see you again next week. Okay, so for next week, we are going to do, okay, let me show you. Next week, we are going to do transformation. Okay, this is also very important because it will again give you 12 marks in paper 2 type B next week. And the following week, sorry, it's not the following week, the 2 weeks after that. Okay, 1st of October we have no math class. Okay, refer to this. Okay, so week 4 we will do plan and elevation. This is also not difficult. All right, as long as you practice, make sure you get some marks. Okay, class. So have a nice day. I will see you again next week. All the best.